away. Schalke at home today, not exactly at home, as we come to you live from the Stadion Niederrhein in Oberhausen. And they'll both be battling it out over the two legs to try and secure a spot in the final against either Wolfsburg or Stuttgart. Wolfsburg and Stuttgart unable to really settle anything in their first leg clash. That one ending 0-0. We were, of course, there for every kick of the ball off that encounter as well. A game which started slow, but certainly livened up towards the end. So everything still to play for there, and everything still to play for here. In what should be a fantastic match between these two sides. All the big names are in the squads, so it should make for a mouth-watering 90 minutes of football. Plenty in attendance here to support these young, bright stars of the future. Stars in the making here in the Stadion Niederrhein in Oberhausen. This is the first ever derby of the competition, or at least at this stage of the competition. The finals where it's decided who takes the German title at under-19 level. Two teams, of course, that were part of the founding teams when the leagues were started, have been going up against each other since 2003. Have played each other a total of 32 times so far, with Schalke getting the majority of the wins, but it's been Dortmund who've been the more successful in the encounters in recent times, winning 3 of the last 5 encounters, so have their noses in front in recent history, at least overall, though Schalke still able to come up with more wins. It could be a big game for some of these young men. Should be an absolutely fantastic game of football. Ahmed Kutucu and Munir Levent Mercan, 2 players to keep your eye on in the Schalke lineup. The 2 front men, not to mention Görkem Can, the captain. 9 goals for him this season for a central defender. Not a bad tally at all. And of course, Dortmund coming with all the big names as well. Captain Patrick Osterhage in the lineup. Not to mention Ala Bakir and their top scorer Emre Sabri Aydin. Plenty of goal-scoring power out on the pitch. Schalke out of the top 4 teams in the league. Those being Schalke, Dortmund, Cologne, who finished in 3rd, and Leverkusen, who finished in 4th at the end of it all. Schalke with the worst return when it comes to goals scored. Not quite as many as the other 3, but it all didn't matter. It was an interesting end to the season as well, with everything still to play for come the final match day. A challenge here, though. Already, there'll be a derby. Delivering in the derby style. Light challenge there, an uncomfortable one. Enrique Peñazauna, Dortmund number 10, who is back on his feet though. Peñazauna joining Dortmund from the Frankfurt under-17s. With dual citizenship, half German, half Venezuelan. But going back to how the season ended, Schalke only squeezed into first place and into the semi-final on the final day of the season. They were level on points with Cologne, 1 point behind Dortmund in second, but had a worse goal difference. And while Schalke were able to beat Bochum 4-1, Cologne were beaten by Leverkusen by a goal to none. Dortmund only managed a draw against Duisburg, meaning Schalke finished in top spot, which was probably not what they expected going into the game, but it all worked out nicely for them. Thankfully, it gives us a Revier derby here in the semi-final stage. Well, you couldn't ask for more. Sun shining here as well in Oberhausen. Schalke looking for a way through the middle there, but Giuseppe Barnes running into trouble. Adam Kampulat on the ball here, the Schalke keeper. Given the nod for today's game, Yannick Lenze on the bench. Yannick Lenze, of course, a highly rated keeper. Schalke have been producing fantastic goalkeepers for years. Lenze could be the next one. 1.85 m. He was even in the squad for Champions League game with the pros, which just goes to show that they expect big things from him. Schalke have won the title 4 times so far. Find themselves in the top 2 all season this campaign, apart from 4 game days. They, of course, have a fantastic coach at the helm in 62-year-old Norbert Elgert. He's been in charge of the under-19s since back in 1996. Apart from 1 year where he spent as assistant manager with the first team. The man born in Gelsenkirchen. He's won 3 titles with the under-19s in that time. 2006, 2012, and most recently in 2015 as another tackle goes flying in there. Mercan brought down. Free kick here for Schalke. The captain, Görkem Can, and Munir Levent Mercan standing over the ball here. Looks like it's going to be Görkem Can to take it, the captain. Such a versatile and modern central defender. Tried to be clever there, didn't quite work out though. Not quite sure whether he was looking for a teammate or perhaps trying to catch the keeper out at the near post. Either way, comes to nothing in the end. As already mentioned, 9 goals for him this season. Quite an incredible tally. Görkem Can. 2 assists to his name as well. Joined Schalke from the Bochum under-17s back in 2017. Fantastic atmosphere here in the Niederrhein Stadium. Schalke heavy support, a lot of blue shirts in the crowd. There by Kutaju, but didn't really have too much support around him. Schalke come away with the throw anyway. There's Jonathan Riemer. To Malik Tiao. Malik Tiao, of course, 17 years old. A man from Finland, excuse me. Joined from Mönchengladbach back in 2015. He's a 2-footed attacking midfielder, playing more of a defensive role here this evening, though. Back well there by Arends. managed to hold on. And for now, hold on to possession as well. Terzi. It's a ball over the top, slightly hopeful one, but it falls kindly for Raschel here. Tobias Raschel with an early chance, decides to be unselfish. He's pulled it back, and then it's dragged wide by by Robin Lucas Kerr. The Dortmund number 7, probably not expecting the ball to come through to him. Raschel, you almost expected to have a crack himself there. And Robin Lucas Kerr just dragging it wide with the left-footed effort. And Kampulat in between the sticks for Schalke. Happy to see that one go wide. Two fiery encounters in the league this season between these two, of course. Dortmund winning the first one convincingly, 4-1 at home. Emre Aydınel scoring a hat-trick. Lucien Havriluk sends the ball upfield there. Taking no chances, the Dortmund keeper. And picked off in midfield, in a dangerous position now. Still on the move here, Umut Yildiz is brought down and will pick up a free kick for his troubles. Kutachuma had made a decent run out to his right in the channel, but Umut Yildiz deciding to go it alone. So Mercan and Kutacu, the two players standing over the dead ball at the moment. Something tells me it's going to be Ahmed Kutacu who goes for goal here. Star player of this under-19 Schalke side. And it is Kutacu. It takes a slight deflection. Won't quite run out of play though. Will be a throw. Kutacu, recently been handed a professional contract at Schalke as well. The team's leading scorer, 15 goals in 15 appearances. Makes him the 4th highest scoring player in the league. They'll get some instructions out onto the pitch. Always very involved, the Schalke manager. He really does enjoy his role. The youth setup here. Quite clearly a foul there by Tobias Raschel. His arms all over Barnes. Bad cross, good header away there. Awful ball over the top, picked off by Raschel. Does well under pressure. Enrico Smolinski breathing down his neck there. Here is Smolinski, wins the ball back well inside the Dortmund half, but hold up onto it for too long. The attack short-lived, and here come BVB in the other direction. It's a high-pace start to this game. Definitely a lot more tempo early on than we saw in yesterday's semi-final first leg between Wolfsburg and Stuttgart. That game really took a while to come to life, and that's really good pressure. So good determination there. Enrique Peñazauna. And again, one back in a promising position here. Osterhage, the DVB captain, doing his best to try and hold on to the ball, and then gives away a free kick. I'm not quite sure about that one. Certainly looked like he was on the receiving end of it there, but it was right underneath the linesman's nose, so sure he knows best. Header on from Kutachu. It does come back to him. Two goals for him with the professional side as well this season. 13 appearances in the Bundesliga for the youngster. So not a bad return at all. It's been a busy campaign. In the German top flight and with the juniors. So he is a player who many, not just at Schalke, think has everything that's required to become a professional. He's got the contract, now he just needs to deliver, but he's well on his way to doing so. Schalke should have really had a free kick there. Looked like there was enough contact. Oh, this is dangerous. They might be their own worst enemy here. Kutachu puts it over, but he brought to a stop anyway by the referee. Offside the decision with the flag raised. Kick taken short. And again, Dortmund give it away. Inside their own half. Something they're going to need to try and avoid. Schalke. Very good at switching into attack. Very quick with the transition. Certainly can hurt Dortmund if they're not careful. Here come Dortmund. The other way, the Osterhage. Pulled back, and there it is! How has he missed that one? Well. Emre Aydınel with a golden opportunity. Lovely cutback by Tauna. And Dortmund number 25 unable to find the back of the net from, well, just over a metre out. That is a big miss for the 19-year-old. 17 goals for him this season. Third best scorer in the league. Unable to come up with the goods that time, though. I'm not sure he'll have too many easier chances than that. Dortmund should be 1-0 up here. Decent effort there from Kutacu. Dortmund in typical BVB fashion, trying to play their way out of trouble from the back. Doesn't always quite come off, but it's part of the philosophy they try to drill into their young players. Whether it works or not, it's the way they want them to play. Feriani with the clearance. Free kick given to Dortmund. Almost looked a little to me as if both the BVB players crashed into each other there, and Bakir and Aydınel. Well, no, good decision in the end. Görkem Can catching Aydınel. Terzi. Good ball forward, and that will be a penalty, surely. Beautiful ball over the top. Ala Bakir latching onto it. One touch then to take it past Kampula. Well, quite clearly taking the player out there. The Schalke keeper, and BVB now with a chance to go a 1-up in this first leg semi-final. What a save! Can't get the second though. And Tobias Raschel gives BVB the lead. A little bit of good fortune involved there as well for the BVB number 18. Hammered the penalty goalward. A wonderful save by Erdem Canbulat. And it's unlucky for the keeper that it bounced straight back into the path of Tobias Raschel. And the youngster making no mistakes with the follow-up, that's for sure. BVB into the lead here in this first half. Just over 20 minutes gone. Fantastic game of football already. Schalke now with work to do. Came out of nothing, really. It was a flash attack from Dortmund. Lovely ball over the top by Terzi, the right back. And the vision to pick out Ala Bakir. Bakir with the nifty footwork to take it past the keeper, draw the foul. Tobias Raschel hammering home on the rebound. The player who's signed his first professional contract. Rumored whereas that FC Bayern Munich and Bayer Leverkusen are interested in the youngster Raschel. I'm sure BVB will be wanting to hold on to him, that's for sure. Sudden, BVB looking a lot more comfortable on the ball, knocking it around a lot more nicely, more confidently. Trying to find their rhythm now. That goal has certainly helped their cause. Schalke looking a little shell-shocked, having started well. Certainly the team on the ascendancy early on, but as they say in football, a goal changes everything. Tackle there by Raschel. Decent play from back here as well, under pressure. It's Terzi. Sauna. Still going. Sauna. To the edge of the penalty area. Now a chance to shoot, takes a deflection. That will be a corner. Or is it a goal kick, it would seem? No, it will be a corner. Certainly took a deflection, just wasn't quite sure if it came off a Schalke or a Dortmund player last. Sauna to take this corner from the far side. Towards the near post, glancing header away there by Malik Thiaw. Osterhage to take the throw. We'll leave it for Terzi. So makes himself available. Back to Terzi again. Good cross from him. Away from Barnes. Schalke quickly getting the ball out of their own half and away from their penalty area. Sent back over the top. It's Ferriani. Now Terzi. Terzi under pressure. As well, a little drop of the shoulder to create some space. Now Tobias Raschel. Lively start, especially since scoring. Chased down here by Kep. He won't get there though. Yildiz penalised there, much to the dissatisfaction of some of the fans. You clearly see a tug of the shirt there, though. Just in behind him. Dortmund manager Benjamin Hoffmann. Quick to let the referee know what he thought of that. Decision going his and BVB's way in the end. Benjamin Hoffmann, the 39-year-old. Head coach of the Dortmund under-19s. He's been working with the youth system at BVB since 2007. Has coached the under-15s and the under-17s, was then given the under-19 job after former coach Hannes Wolf left to go and join VfB Stuttgart. It wasn't a bad change as far as BVB were concerned, with Hoffmann leading the under-19s to the title in his first season as under-19 head coach, making it even sweeter, beating Bayern Munich in the finals on penalties, 8-7. Memorable win for them. Last season, Dortmund made it to the semis again, as they have this year, but were going to lose to the eventual title winners last season, Hertha BSC. This will be his last season in charge of the under-19s. Hoffmann will become the sporting director of youth development at Borussia Dortmund next season, which will see the return of Michael Skibbe to take charge of the under-19s. Raschel on the move. Raschel brought down. Doesn't get the free kick though. Roughly a quarter of an hour still to go in this first half. Schalke looking to find an equalizer and a way back into this first leg. Play out wide. Here's Barnes. Slight misunderstanding with Kutucu, who wanted the ball played into his feet through the channel. Another look at the penalty. What caused it, to be more precise. There's another look at the initial save and then finished by Raschel. Knob, ball over the top there. Osterhager will chase, keeps the pressure on. Tiao does well though, but not the best ball from the big number 5 in blue. Wide. And with Yildiz, tries to feed one into the path of Merchan there. Arriving through the middle on the edge of the penalty area. Just slightly in behind his teammate. Kutucu does well. Good hold up play from the number 9. Foul, definitely played the ball there. Kutucu as well lays it up for Merchan. Merchan tries to get a shot off. It's blocked on its way through by Niklas Knoop. And then BVB given the free kick to relieve the pressure. Smolinski just a little too aggressive there for the referee's liking. 32 games played between these two sides. Schalke mustering up 17 wins, just the 9 for Dortmund, 8 times the teams having to share the spoils. Nope. Roughly 10 minutes of this first half still to go. It's been an eventful first 45 here. Or Yildiz, should I say. Tries to catch the keeper out there, but never really troubling Havri look. Offside there against Sauna. Just couldn't quite time his run. Down by Kotachu, but can keep the ball in play. Every time the ball comes his way, he's quickly surrounded by one, if not two, BVB defenders. Just goes to show that they're well aware of just how dangerous he can be. They've done well to keep him quiet so far. Dortmund looking better and better as this first half has unfolded. A real shift in momentum coming with that goal. Barnes to Kotachu, out wide, here's Mercan. Good work from Mercan. Barnes brought down, and now Schalke get a penalty. Well, well, well. Back and forth we go, they've still got to convert. It'll be interesting to have a closer look at this. Certainly was contact on Barnes there. BVB man trying to clear the ball, but on the follow through, taking Barnes out, and now a chance for the Schalke captain, Görkem Can, to level things up here. He's been told to just pull the ball back a little bit. And he slots it in, bottom right corner. Schalke right back in this. And he takes his tally for the season into double digits now. Schalke will feel they deserve to be on level terms. They are now. Barnes winning the penalty. Chan slotting home from the spot. A very confident penalty as well, sending the keeper the wrong way. Just look what it means to him. One of the standout players this season. A young player with a very, very bright future at Schalke, you feel. No-nonsense clearance there from Knoop. Now with space out on this flank. Lovely ball back inside with the outside of his right boot, and not a bad effort there from Umut Yildiz. Tried to catch the keeper out at the near post, but Havriluk doing just enough to stand his ground and get his left leg in the way of it. Merchan with the delivery. Shouts for a handball there. Jonathan Rima came bombing across the near post. Looking to try and find a glancing header. On target. Blocked on its way through the other header away. Scuffed shot in the end by Arendt. Able to clear their lines. Schalke on the front foot here right at the death of this first half, though. Rejuvenated and re-energized by that equalizer. Now this under-19s Revier derby, not disappointing. Barnes, the man who won the penalty for Schalke, is taken out and could be in a bit of pain here. Salnat landing right on top of the Schalke youngster. He's quick to get back to his feet, though. Right on his chest as well. It could have been a lot worse than it was. Fortunately, both players back on their feet and able to continue. Clearance from Rachel, and then Kotucu. Not happy with the decision that's gone against him. BBB quick to take it. Rachel. Terzi. There will be a free kick, surely. Here, the player taken out there. Still hobbling slightly. Schalke took a bit of a dead leg on the right side, always painful. An injury that's easy to shake off. Tries to keep the ball in play, but let it run away from him slightly there. Play there from Chan, the captain, leading by example, but just holding on to it a little too long. In the right place to win it back, though. Again, under pressure, able to hold on to the ball. Kotucu, not in the thick of things, not for the first time. Rashel. Sauna. Going to play it back inside for Rashel. Battle between him and Yildiz. The Schalke man comes away with the ball though. Glancing header on by Kotucu. Merchan doing his best to try and get on the end of it. Terzin under pressure in the corner. Put his boot through it. As we come towards the end of this first half now. Kotucu, good first touch. Well, to somehow keep the move alive. Can't hold on to his footing though. Struggling to stay on his feet there. Osterhage. Early cross in, header away by Rima. Now Barnes picks it up. So there it is, Henrik Bramlage brings an end to an entertaining first half here in the Under-19 Revier Derby in this first leg of this semi-final clash. Goals for both sides, both goals coming from the penalty spot as well. Nothing wrong with the decisions and nothing wrong with the finishes. Absolutely everything right with both performances. The Revier Derby delivering on every front, and we've still got another 45 to go, so make sure you join us because the second half is just around the corner. So welcome back for the second half here between Schalke and Dortmund here in Oberhausen in the Niederrhein Stadium. The score 1-1, both teams scoring from the penalty spots, although Tobias Raschel, who opened up the scoring for BVB, giving them the lead, had to tuck it away off the rebound. A decent save by Erdem Champolat, but parried it straight back into the path of Raschel, who made no mistakes with the second effort. And then Schalke returning the favour just before half-time. Barnes brought down in the box by Robin Kerr. And then who else but Captain Görkem Can slotting the ball into the bottom right corner to level things up. Put Schalke back on level terms going into the break. Dortmund now playing from left to right, or right to left, excuse me. Schalke playing from left to right. Here in this second 45, in what has been a very entertaining first leg. And Revier Derby, the first Revier Derby, the first derby ever in the finals stage of the A-Juniors Championship. No substitutions for either side at half-time, so the same 22 out for the second 45 here. Schalke and Dortmund both with options on the bench, of course. Schalke with the likes of Mehmetcan Aydin, a technical young player. Compared often to the likes of Leroy Sané, one of the players who came through the Schalke youth system, of course. A number of big names have come through this Schalke side. Very impressive indeed. The likes of Benedikt Hövedes, Manuel Neuer, Mesut Özil, Julian Draxler, Leroy Sané, as already mentioned, and of course Max Meyer. A number of them plying their trade in the Premier League, but in recent years we've seen a number of young players come from England to Germany. It's been the other way around. Try and develop their game in a country that's famous for developing young players and turning them into world-class professionals. Schalke and BVB, two of the best in the business when it comes to developing young players. So no surprise to see them both here in this semi-final playing against each other. Return leg will be on Monday the 20th of May. It's a 6:45 kickoff in the evening. That's 6:45 Central European time, so do make sure you join us for that. 5 o'clock kickoff. Just before that, we'll see Wolfsburg and Stuttgart go head-to-head for their second leg. 0-0 on aggregate in that match, so everything to play for in the return game on Monday. To join us for both games should be absolute crackers. We will find out which two teams will then go into the final to decide who becomes this year's champion of Germany at under-19 level. The final, of course, on the 2nd of June. 12:45 kickoff Central European time, and we'll be there for every kick of the ball there as well. chance now perhaps for BVB to try and find the lead again. Robin Lukaku in acres of space, taking just a little too long, I think. Slightly surprised the ball came his way, caught him in the face first, then back off the defender. Wonderful defending there from Malik Thiaw, busting a lung to get across and get the block in. Dortmund with a corner. Easy catch in the end for Champala. Quick to release the ball. Here's Jan-Erik Hempel. Ball down the line, looking for Mercan, who was just a little slow to get forward. Misner. Lovely turn by the left back, cuts it back inside. Kea sends it back for Tobias Raschel, the BVB goal scorer. On back well. Gurkim Chan, the captain, still going. Very nearly feeding one through. Ahmed Kutucu, far away from the perfect pass there. Not the first time we would have seen the two star players in this Schalke side link up for a goal. Decent run there from Smolinski. Attempted a cross is blocked. Yildiz will be happy to pick up the corner there for Schalke, which his teammate Smolinski will prepare to take it. Smolinski joining Schalke from the Hannover 96 under-17s. Great at set pieces. Opportunity there for Gurkim Chan to get a second goal. The captain really has a knack of being in the right place at the right time. A wonderful finisher for a defensive-minded player. But as already mentioned, it's really one of those modern defenders that can tick the box in more than just one department. Hopeful ball, but a promising one over the top. Bucket goes down looking for a free kick, but was never going to get it against Jonathan Riemer there. Shoulder to shoulder, nothing wrong with that. All part and parcel. And he does have a physical presence, Jonathan Riemer. Schalke number 3 there. Misner with a throw. Get another go at it here. He's looking for options. Let's find Osterhage. Can't bring the ball down though. Mercan sends the ball upfield. Kotacu does well to hold on to it. Then lovely through ball. Here is Yildiz, tries to get the shot off, blocked by Raschel, and then handball against Mercan there. Not sure he could have done too much about it, but the decision was always going to go against him. Or perhaps did just lean into it slightly there. Well spotted by the referee. just knocking the ball back and forth here, patiently trying to build from the back. There's the Dortmund way, of course. Ferriani. Think over the top and out wide for Zauner to chase, but Zauner coming back from an offside position there. Good positioning on the Schalke back line. Not the first time they've caught the BVB frontmen out. Zauner penalised for a foul on Hempel there. Clearly a shove in the back. Right under the nose of the referee as well. Silly free kick to give away, really. Chan with the delivery, sends one into the box. Does well to find Barnes, who does even better to get the header away. Straight down the middle though, and into the hands of Havriluk. Either side of the BVB keeper, and he might have been in a bit more trouble there. Difficult one for Barnes though, had a lot of time to think about it, almost too much time. With the ball really coming at him with any real pace, it's difficult to generate any power on the header. So considering the circumstances, did well to get one on target. Tempo has just reduced slightly here in this second half. Flourish of back and forth action towards the end of the first, well, for the majority of the first half, really. Shot from distance there from Aydın'a. Never really making the contact he was hoping for. Did well to create the space, but just lacking when it came to the execution there. Turkish junior national team player. Attracted the interest of Liverpool back in 2018. That didn't really materialise for him in the end. 17 goals makes him BVB's top scorer this season though. So he hasn't stopped impressing, that's for sure. And that will be a BVB throw. Zauner, the free kick there. A little bit of afters as well between him and Riemer. Osterhagen unable to hold on to it, and now Yildiz runs the ball out of danger and one up the pitch. Surely that's a handball there. Ferriani stopping the ball unfairly there. A closer look at it here. Knew exactly what he was doing as well, and Kotajic would be right to make the complaint. Decent turn and run by Hempel. He's then back down, but ball already well and truly away from him there. So it will be a BVB goal kick with a quarter of an hour gone here in the second half. Another half hour still to go. Hopefully 30 minutes for either side to try and find a winner here. Sure, Dortmund won't be too upset if they share the spoils here on this first away leg, as far as they're concerned. be the job half done. Set themselves up nicely for the return leg at home. Play allowed to continue. Here with the layoff, in comes the cross then. Easy catch in the end for Champala. First touch there from Alabakia. There's Rachel. He's starting to enjoy a little bit more possession now. Slightly aimless ball though, you can see what he was trying to do, but does well to win it back and make amends for a slight lapse in concentration there. Hager. Rachel. Again, good play from Alabakia to adapt to the ball being played in. Just slightly ahead of him. Spell of possession this for BVB. Knocking the ball around nicely. Bakir and Rachel linking up well. Rachel with the nutmeg and will draw the foul as well. And this is in a good position. Definitely chances for a shot on target here. Chance to try and put Champala to work in between the Schalke sticks. Definitely the right decision. Right in front of the referee as well. Sabri Aydinel standing over this and looking like he wants to take it. Dortmund's top goal scorer lining this one up. Relatively Sancho. He'll be going for that top left corner, I'm sure. Can he get enough a whip on it though? And the answer is yes, he can. What a free kick from the Dortmund front man. Lovely finish. You knew what he was going to try to do. The question was, could he deliver? Well, I'm sure he'll tell you, you should have never doubted him. 17 goals this season before this game, and he's bagged himself another in the most important one of the season so far, to give Dortmund their lead back, now 2-1 up. And again, it's a dead ball situation. That makes the difference. Very little created when it comes to clear-cut chances anyway from open play. Schalke trail again. Just under 20 minutes gone. Still time to salvage something for a second time. But BVB doing a really good job on the road here. Benjamin Hoffmann will be more than happy with what he's seen from his youngsters, that's for sure. To be fair to Schalke though, so will Norbert Elger. That's not that they haven't played well. It has been a close encounter. At this stage of the season, in games of this magnitude, they're always decided by the slightest of margins. No different here today. 2 penalties and a free kick. Deciding the way things are going. Can can still change though, of course. Leading up to that goal, Dortmund looking a little more comfortable, a little more settled, doing the lion's share of possession in the second half, and rewarded for the way they've approached the second 45. Certainly have come out the better. They've been able to bag themselves a second, thanks to a wonderful finish from the free kick from Emre Aydınok. Out and out product of the Dortmund youth system. Under 16s, under 17 level into the under 19s in July of this year. Back well by Raschel. Needed to get rid of it quicker though. Does even better second time round. The layoff inside. Osterhage out wide. There is Robin Kjær. Still Kjær. Trying to lay it up for Tauner. Had a swing at it. Not bad though. Osterhage. A wonderful effort. Driving it towards the top right corner. Champolat positioned well though. To get his body behind it. Not quite able to hold on to the ball, but enough to stop a wonderful, wonderful effort from Osterhage. Tauner is down here. Shake of the head would suggest he's might not be able to continue. Not quite sure what happened. He was right in the thick of things during that opportunity for BVB, trying to get a shot off before Osterhage then did. So we'll have to wait and see if the BVB number 10 is going to be able to continue. Son of a German mother, Venezuelan father. Part of the Venezuelan under-20 team at the beginning of the year that took part in the South American Championships. A number of clubs from Spain and Italy said to have already inquired about the youngster, but something tells me Dortmund will be wanting to hold on to him. Well, doesn't look like he's going to be able to continue, which means Reda Kadra will come on to replace him. On screen now, number 24. Forced into that substitution. To nothing in the end. Champolat's happy to see the ball come his way, I'm sure. Easy catch for the keeper. Schalke with work to do now. They've just taken their foot off the pedal slightly. Credit to BVB, who've certainly upped their game here in the second half. The only team to do so, though. And it shows in the scoreline as well. Good work again by Kotochu, who at times is all by himself. Seems like he's just lacking a little bit of support. Someone making runs either side. Perhaps an overlap here or there, something that he can just knock the ball into the path to. Hasn't really been forthcoming so far. As a result, he's had to try and bulldoze his way through the Dortmund defence at times, which is always going to be a little more difficult. And as good as he is, it's not really going to happen for him every time, is it? Looks like Schalke readying 2 substitutions. Biskup and Aydin, the 2 players, it seems will be coming on. Good run here from back here. Lovely ball out wide. Now Kea goes for goal. Really should have been pulling that back towards the penalty spot or fizzing it across the face of goal. Plenty of yellow shirts making the run forward into the box. Kea deciding to go it alone there. Good save in the end from Champolat, but he'd have been in real trouble if Kea would have dragged that back across the 16-yard box. Plenty of takers. Still, BVB able to keep the pressure on with a throw deep in Schalke's half here. Raschel. Schalke now will make those substitutions. So Biskup will come on to replace Umut Yildiz. And Barnes will be replaced by Mehmetcan Aydin. Exciting young player, Aydin. Real technician. Played for Germany at the Under-17 European Championships in Ireland. Himself playing with the under-19s this season, making the jump up thanks to his Class A performances with the under-17s and the German national side as well. He is one for the future. Still early days in his career, but one of those that you feel really could become something special. Big fan of Leroy Sané as well. Mehmetcan Aydin. Good work by Kea there. Using his upper body to keep the ball in and around himself. Battle there. Kotochu comes away with the ball. Now Schalke. They try and create something from out wide. Nope. BVB doing a good job, and then got the free kick as well. Very good defending there by Ramzi Feriani. Quarter of an hour left here. Chance to get some tactics across to the players. And hope that Schalke can try and salvage something from this first leg. Of course, there is 2 legs to be played, so it's not all won and lost here in the first of those 2. Of course, with this considered as Schalke's home game, they'll be disappointed with the scoreline at the moment. Looks like there's going to be a substitution here for Dortmund as well now. As Mert Götzkan prepares to come on, and he will replace Tobias Missner. Missner already carrying a slight knock to that left leg. It looks like it's a recurring injury as well, which sees his game come to an end. Good effort from him. A straight replacement in that left back position then for BVB. Time for one more substitution as well, it would seem, as Ala Bakir, who's had a very good second half, comes off, replaced by Perai. Well, Perai, interesting young player as well, the Dutchman, joined 2 years ago from the AZ Alkmaar youth system. Scored twice for the under-17s. The final against Bayern Munich to win the championship last season. So already a fan favourite with the BVB fans. 4 goals and 6 assists to his name this campaign with the under-19s, so certainly picking up where he left off with the under-17s, that's for sure. Represented by the world famous agent Mino Raiola. Plenty of people certainly think he's got a bright future. You know they mean business when you've got the likes of Raiola behind you. Get caught late there. Chan comes across quick to apologise, but then not too happy with how long the Dortmund captain's taking to get up off the ground. You can understand where he's coming from. Schalke desperate to get the ball rolling again and try and find an equalizer here. Nothing too malicious about the challenge. Off the ball far too easily by Tobias Raschel there. And off the post. Fantastic effort by Mert Gökhan there. Actually, Perai, excuse me. It was actually Reda Kadra, the number 24. Recently came on as a substitute. And Kadra, help of a slight deflection. That was Kadra. Smashing one off the woodwork. Thought about an early cross, saw there was nothing on. And I believe Champolat got a touch on that as well. So a good save from the Schalke keeper. He's being called into action more than he would have liked here in this second 45, I'm sure. Chan there. Schalke captain always looking to drive the ball forward. Real intent. What a bad effort there from Mercan on his weaker foot. The Schalke number 10 just dragging the ball back inside to create the space for the shot. Unable to find the target, but he wasn't too far off it. Good play from him. Decent performance. Minute 11, Mercan. Can't take the ball with him as he tries to on a spin. Oh, late challenge there on Mercan, and studs raised as well. Some of the Schalke players not happy. Mercan not happy at all, and it does mean that Robin Kerr will pick up a yellow card for his troubles. Coming in with his studs raised, Mercan there behind him, looks like he's all right though. Goes to Hage. Kadra. Looking to try and bring Perai into play. Runs out of play. BVB with the throw. I'll be happy to just hold on to possession. We can expect them to take their time with things like throw-ins and corners from here on out. More than happy to just let the clock run down here. And lovely turn by Kotacic as well to hold on to it as well, and then just once again doesn't really have that much support up front when he does manage to hold on to the ball, which is the first task every time as well, because when the ball comes his way, he's closed down very, very quickly surrounded by 1, 2, sometimes even 3 BVB defenders. And when he does manage to break away into a little bit of space, get his head up, more often than not, he finds himself all alone up front, and that's been part of Schalke's problem here. Being able to give their front man and most prolific goal scorer this season too much support. Perhaps asking a little too much from him. Truly into the final 10 minutes now. We expect a little bit of time added on for some stoppages and substitutions here in the second half. Good commitment show. Yeah, by Perai. Goes to Hage now. Sends on in hard and low. Perai again closing down. To Tobias Raschel, who plucks the ball out of the air very nicely. Thought he was going to get a free kick there. The referee leaves his whistle by his side. Chance to counter now for Schalke. Here's Aydin. Pushed out wide. There's the ball back into the middle. Perai's brought down. Advantage played though. And now Kadra running the ball forward with real intention. He's taken out. That should be a free kick. And again, no whistle. Interesting decision there from the referee. It certainly looked like it was a foul Reda Kadra there by Riemann. No doubts about that one, right in front of the referee. Perhaps a little frustrated that he didn't pick up a free kick not too long ago. Into the wall there. Work there by Smolinski. Decent cross in, looking for a big man Thiaw. Still danger here for BVB though. Very nearly bobbles through. BVB able to clear their lines, holding on to their lead at the moment. Schalke pushing for an equalizer here. With time running out. Smolinski. Mercan can't find a way. Past Knoop. Schalke still on the ball here. I think over the top, but it's an aimless one in the end by Gudcom-Chan. Music to the ears of BVB. Late substitution now for Schalke. Caparros coming on. Will replace Lucas Arendt. Fresh legs for these final minutes now.
Nicht weiter bitte, hier stehen.
Heel there by Mercan. Here is Biskup. Can't do anything with it though. Last touch comes off Biskup as well. BVB with a throw deep in their own half here. Expect Schalke to stay pressing nice and high here. Looking to win the ball back inside the BVB half. Play there. I didn't know. Sending Perai on his way, but first touch from the number 14 and BVB substitute just allows the ball to get away from him. Here is Kotucu. Again, surrounded by BVB players and still holds on to it. Needs some support, does eventually find some in the form of Caparros out wide to Mercan. He's trying to lay it up for Caparros again. It does really well to win the ball back. Keep the pressure on BVB here. Can. Now Jonathan Riemann. Back to the captain, Can. Malik Thiaw. Aydin. Five minutes added on here. 5 minutes left for Schalke. to try and find an equalizer. It was almost there. Well, I think it was a slight mishit, really. If we're completely honest, by Smolinski. I'm not sure he was trying to cross that. What a chance for Rene Biscup. At the far post, full stretch. Kind of feel he needs to be going in for that with his left foot rather than the outside of his right boot. Might have made his life a little easier there. That's a nice turn by Biscup, but just not quite accurate enough. Similar to his finish just moments ago. Real coming together there. Kaparos on the receiving end from a heavy challenge from the Dortmund captain Patrick Ostergaard. Now Nico Lübke will be coming on. He's going to replace Robin Kerr. No rush to come off. Some fresh legs at the back now as Dortmund look to defend their long goal advantage. That will be a goal kick. Came off Malik Tial last. Kotici. There's a pocket picked. Dortmund now just looking to see this through and get the win in the bag. Would be a fantastic result for them as well in this first leg. A goal advantage to take back with them for the return game. By Raschel. Of stoppage time left here. Time running out for Norbert Elgert's side. Now Can will keep it in play. Dragged across, and there it is, the equalizer! Can you believe it? In stoppage time, the substitute, Rene Biscup, thanks to some wonderful play from another second half substitute, Kaparos. Fantastic drag back and lovely finish by Rene Biscup. Power getting it past Havre looking goal. And he had to really get on the spin. Taking the ball from slightly behind him as well. Well, inspired substitutions from Norbert Elgert. Both players coming on late in the second half and combining beautifully to get Schalke back to 2-2 here. What will be one of the last kicks of the game as well. 5 minutes of stoppage time pretty much up. And there it is. Henrik Bramlage brings an end to the first leg of this semi-final Revier derby. What a fantastic game of football. The youngsters showing what they can do and then some. 4 goals in a nail-biting encounter, which could have gone either way. Probably a fair result at the end of it all. It all looked like it was going to be a BVB derby win when Tobias Raschel slotted home from the penalty spot. He had to knock it into the back of the net off the rebound, but got it past the keeper nonetheless. It was a penalty at the other end just before half-time, which saw the game back on level terms. Görkem Can, the Schalke captain, nailing one in from the spot. Then Emre Sabri Aydınal with a wonderful free kick in the second half. Looked like he'd done enough to seal the deal for BVB, but then in stoppage time, the substitutes Caparros and René Biskup combining well to find a second goal for Schalke and set us up for a fantastic second leg on Monday. So both semi-final second legs on Monday the 20th of May. Wolfsburg and Stuttgart kick off at 5 o'clock Central European time. That's swiftly followed by Dortmund and Schalke's second leg as well at 6:45. That's 6:45 Central European time. Make sure you join us for all the action. If today has anything to go by, then we are in for a treat. As for me, that's all. Take care and good night.